Okay. He's in the room today. He's not jumping through the door. Okay, he's jumping out of my arms up. Goodbye. Hello! So today I'm going to be doing the How Well Do I Know My Books challenge. This was created by Jesse the Reader, and I'll link his video down below. And I know a bunch of other booktubers did this about a year ago, but Hannah at A Clockwork Reader just did it recently, so I'll link that video down below as well. And I thought I would join in because I thought it was pretty fun. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so my first number is 4 and 13. Okay, so this book is The Wedding Party by Jasmine Guillory. And the question is, without looking at the description, what is this book about? Oh gosh. I got this from a friend and I haven't opened it at all yet. I know it's a romance. I believe it's about two people who are invited to a wedding. I don't know their relation to the bride and or groom. And they meet up. I want to say it's an enemies to lovers, but I might be entirely wrong on that. Okay, so I guess I was right about the enemies to lovers thing, but not really anything else, so I will read the synopsis for you. Maddie and Theo have two things in common. Alexa is their best friend. They hate each other. After an oops, we made a mistake night together, neither one can stop thinking about the other. With Alexa's wedding rapidly approaching, Maddie and Theo both share bridal party responsibilities that require more interaction with each other than they're comfortable with. Underneath the sharp barbs they toss at each other is a shimmering attraction that won't fade. It builds until they find themselves sneaking off together to release some tension when Alexa isn't looking, agreeing they'll end it once the wedding is over. When the wedding date is suddenly pushed up and they have only a few months left of their secret rendezvous, they find themselves disappointed that the end is near. Two people this different can't possibly have a connection other than purely physical, right? But as with any engagement with a nemesis, there are unspoken rules that must be abided by. First and foremost, don't fall in love. So I guess I was kind of correct, so half a point. The next number is 1 and 30. Okay, so this book is Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. And it is I want to say classic. I don't know what other genre it would be other than classics. I had to read this for a class. And I was under that impression, but let me double check. Okay, so my Google search said it was a psychological fiction, which makes sense. So I was wrong. Okay, the next number is 3 and 33, and the question is, without looking, tell us what's on the cover. Okay, this book is Radio Silence by Alice Oseman, and I read this recently, so I should know what's on the cover. Oh no, but I can't think of it. I know it's something very specific. Oh my gosh, what is it? I want to say it's a road with like a car or something on it. Or is it just a black hole? Nope. We're going with a road with something in the middle of it, and I don't know what that something is. Okay, I was kind of right. It's a road with the title in the middle, and then there's some words up above, so I guess it's kind of right. Like, it's a road with something on it, so I'm gonna give myself that point. Okay, the next number is 5 and 13. Twilight by Stephenie Meyer, and the question is, what is the main character's name? The main character's name is Isabella Swan. That was an easy one. The next number is 3 and 18. The book is The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli. The question is, name a side character. Oh no. Now I'm having an issue with this because I know that the worlds are connected, but I haven't read this book yet, so I'm not actually sure. So the first name I'm going to hand out is Simon, because maybe Simon's a part of this universe too. Well, I guess Simon's part of the universe, but like part of the book, maybe, hopefully. I don't know, I'll check. I don't know how much he's mentioned, but according to Google, I am correct. So I'm giving myself a point for that, even though it was a wild guess. The numbers are 2 and 21, and the question is how many pages are in the book. You can be up or above or below by 25 pages, give or take. So let's see. Okay, this book is Psychopath Free by Jackson Mackenzie. And, oh god, I read this a while ago. I don't remember how many pages it is. The pages feel relatively thin. Hello? We're gonna guess 250? 250 or 300? I'm gonna go with 250. There's 285 pages, including the appendix, which means I was off by 10. Well, I was off by 35, but I don't win. The next numbers are 1 and 20, and the question is, what rating did you give this book? Okay, it's The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood, but I haven't read this yet, so I'm going to choose different numbers. Okay, the new numbers are 2 and 15. Absolutely not. You're gonna leave now. Goodbye. Okay, so it's my 20th anniversary edition of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, and I know for a fact I gave this book 5 stars. I think my ratings kind of changed over the years, but when I first rated it, it was 5 stars. Okay, the next numbers are 5 and 22. Okay, the entire universe is against me. My camera battery died and my memory card was full at the exact same time. So let's try this again. The next book is One Flew Over, as I throw the book. Oh god. Okay, the next book is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Ken Kesey. And the question is, where does this book take place? I haven't read this book yet. I've seen the movie. I know that it's in a like mental hospital sort of institution thing, but I'm not sure where it is. So my best guess is New York City, maybe? I don't know, I'll check. Okay, I was not right. It is Oregon. I took a guess, I had no clue, but read half of the setting, right? That counts for something, right? Next numbers are 2 and 24. Okay, so the question is, what are the parents' names? And the book is Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. I am just on the 3rd book in the Mortal Instruments series, and I know this is a different series within the same world, but I have 0 clue what time this is set in. I have 0 clue who any of the characters are, so I don't know. I don't even have guesses of what the parents' names are. I'm just gonna look it up. Okay, I'm not sure if they're in the book at all, but it's Elias and Sona Carstairs. Would have never guessed that, but now I know. Okay, the numbers are 4 and 34. Okay, so I looped around the shelf, and it's not a hardcover, and the question's for a hardcover, so I'm just gonna go to the next hardcover, which is My Brothers Grimm Fairy Tales. The question is, what is the color under the dust jacket? And I'm trying really hard not to look at it. I want to say it's blue, so let's check. It is blue, and it's beautiful. I've actually never taken the dust jacket off of this, and it's the prettiest thing I've ever seen, so there's that. Okay, the next numbers are 3 and 12, and the question is there anything on the hardback, like anything etched into it or design or anything? Okay, so it's not a hardcover again, so I'm just gonna go to the next hardcover on the shelf. This is Girl Online by Zoe Sugg, and I'm not actually sure if there's anything on the hard. We're just gonna take a guess and we're gonna say no. Yay! I was correct. There's nothing on this guy. Okay, the next numbers are 6 and 8. Once again, it's not a hardback, so I'm going to go to the next hardback on the shelf, which is my illustrated edition of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. And the question is, what color is the font on the hardback? Not sure. I want to say maybe it's blue. Blue or gold? Let's check. I was right, it's blue! I don't know how well you can see that, my lighting kind of sucks, but it's blue. The next numbers are 4 and 31, and the question is, do the chapters have titles or are they just numbered? Okay, the book is Meat Market by Juno Dawson, and I haven't actually read this guy yet, so I have no clue, but we're gonna take a guess, and I'm gonna say they're just numbered. I was completely wrong. All of the chapters are headed by titles, like one-word titles, and they have no numbers at all. So I was completely wrong on that guy. The next numbers are 5 and 28, and the question is, does it have an award on it? Okay, the book is Orange is the New Black by Piper Kerman, and I don't think my copy has an award on it, but I think it has the now a Netflix original series on it, but let's check. Okay, it has a sticker from Indigo and the Netflix original series thing that aren't really awards, but it's got a little teeny tiny guy in the corner there. That's an award, so technically I'm wrong. Okay, the next numbers are 4 and 21, and the question is, does it have any author blurbs on the cover? The book is Girl in Pieces by Kathleen Glasgow, and I don't believe it has any blurbs, but let's see. It does not! Yay! I honestly thought I was going to be way worse at this, but maybe I've just been lucky so far. The numbers are 6 and 27, and the question is, does the book have a description on the back? Okay, the book is City of Glass by Cassandra Clare, and I believe it does have a description on the back. Yes, it does! Yay! Nice. The numbers are 3 and 9, and the question is, does this book have an author photo? The book is Adultolescence by Gabby Hanna, and I believe the front cover, if I am not mistaken, is a picture of her face. So yes. Yeah, it is. I don't know if an illustrated picture counts, but there's an illustration of her face on the cover. There's not any actual pictures, but there's an illustration, so I was right. The numbers are 6 and 14, and the question is this author using a pen name? It's very stuck in the box, but it's City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare, and as far as I'm aware, that's her actual name, but let me Google and see if for some reason I'm wrong. I didn't know this, I just Googled it, but her name is Judith Lewis? And I feel like my entire life is a lie. But now I know it is a pen name. I was wrong. The numbers are 6 and 21, and the question is this book written in first or third person? Okay, it's also stuck in the box, but it is Eclipse by Stephanie Meyer, and it is in first person. Am I wrong? Now I'm scared that I'm wrong, but I believe it's in first person because I think Bella narrates the whole series. Let me check. Okay, yes, I was correct. I don't know why I was questioning myself, but it is written in first person from Bella's perspective. We've got a visitor. Okay, the next numbers are 4 and 22, and the question is, are there any images or graphics in this book? Why are you yelling? Are you done yelling? You want to just take a nap? Okay, this is The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes and Other Stories by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I'm not sure. I'm gonna say yes because I think some of my other copies of Sherlock had images, so I hope this one does too. I will check. Okay, well, there's images in the front and back covers, and then also throughout there's some keys and smoking pipes, so I'm gonna go with that's a yes. So that's correct. The next numbers are 1 and 33, and the question is, does it have an epilogue? Okay, this book is An Abundance of Catherines by John Green, and I'm not sure. I'm just gonna take a guess and say yes because I think some other John Green books do. I was right. There is an epilogue. There's a bunch of other things after that too, but there's an epilogue at the end of the book. The next numbers are 1 and 24, and the question is, does it have a prologue? Oh gosh. So the book is Simon versus the Homo Sapien Agenda by Becky Alberts Halle. I read this a while ago and I really loved it. I read it in like a whole day. This was like a few years back. And I really can't remember. I'm gonna say yes, it does have a prologue, but I feel like that might be wrong, but let's check. No, it just starts on chapter 1. I was wrong. I should have went with my gut instinct. It's okay. The next numbers are 3 and 28, and the question is this book signed? Now, I believe I only have one signed book on this shelf, so unless it's that book, the answer's probably going to be no, but let's check. It is The Tenant of Wildfell Hall by Anne Bronte, and it is definitely not signed because this is a very old book, but let me double check. Like I said, this is an old book. A page fell out. I'm gonna put that back in and close that guy. There is no signature in this book, so I was right. Okay, the next numbers are 5 and 2, and the question is, do the numbers have any graphics above or below them? So let's see. Okay, the book is 50 Shades of Grey by E.L. James, and I am not sure. Let's go with no. I was right. There's just page numbers. There's nothing else. Okay, so the numbers are 3 and 34, and the question is, does this book have any graphics with the chapter headers at all? The Titan's Curse by Rick Riordan, and I don't think there is anything around the numbers, but let me see. I was wrong. There's a little thing. It's the little Greek symbol. It's in all of the Percy Jackson books and I didn't even know. I'm sad. Okay, the next numbers are 3 and 7, and the question is, are there acknowledgements in the front or the back of the book? This is my 20th anniversary edition of The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. We have a cat yelling in the background. I read my other copy of this book recently, and I think the acknowledgements were at the back, but I think because this is a special edition, there's an extra letter in the back, so I think there might be acknowledgements in the front, but I might be wrong. I was right! The acknowledgements are in the front! Yay! Oh. Okay, the next numbers are 4 and 29, and the question is, what year was this book published? The book is Exit Pursued by a Bear by E.K. Johnson, and I feel like this book is a little older, but like not super old. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go with 2015. 2015, maybe? It was 2016. So I was close, but not quite there. Okay, the next numbers are 6 and 25, and the question is, what year did you read this book? The book is stuck in the box set. All of my box sets are on the bottom of my shelf, so it's kind of hard for me to get them out. But it's City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, and I read this book in 2019 because I read it at the end of last year. But I will double check to confirm. Okay, yeah, it was October of 2019, so I was right. Can you just chill? Okay, he's just gonna sit like that. He wants to be in here, so I guess he's doing the outro with me. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. If you liked it, you can like it down below. I included all of those other videos in... Okay, bye. I included all of those other videos in the description down below, so you can check those guys out. And yeah, if you liked it, you can subscribe. I post new videos every week, so yeah. Until next time, bye guys!